Good morning. Happy New Year. And so, yesterday, after my previous day doing deliveries, I got about 20,000 yen, something like that. And I worked very hard, about 14 hours, 15 hours, something like that. I didn't take any breaks, really. I just kept on going. I only took a break for toilet or to do something with the phones or for logistical reasons. And so I was talking to my rival, my friend, and so I decided to go back in. I went back in late, maybe I set off about 4, got there about 5, and so I cycled it. I didn't cycle, I biked in on the right leg, which is westerly, to try and pick up. As soon as I got closer to Nagoya, I switched on my phone, trying to get a job from what's called Aeon, a big store, and there's a shop there called Otoya. And as soon as I got there, there was no job, so I went and bought a bar of chocolate. And then a job came in, and it was at the other side. So I cycled across going east to McDonald's, and I picked up a burger, and I took it to a close by block of flats, and that job was 377 yen. So not a good start. Then the next job, so I started to head into Nagoya, where the rich pickings were. This is like the jobs are like double the pay or 2.4, 2.3. As I'm heading into Nagoya, I get a call to go back where I came from to Denny's. I picked up a burger. I picked up food, and I don't know what it was. I picked up food, and I took it to another close by place. But as I got to the place, my phone went on and off and said, "Now looking for jobs." So the app acted as though I'd actually swiped it and said deliver. But luckily I was in the apartment entrance already, and I'd seen the door number, so it was okay. Because once the app says once you say you've delivered, all the information from that delivery disappears. All it says is what time it was delivered. You have no idea what it is. So I was lucky, and I didn't realise the problem I was going to have until the next job. And so I picked up the next delivery in town, and I had to go east again. And as I was into the journey, after about 1 minute, I took my phone out to check. The information had disappeared again. So now I had to go into. I phoned my friend. He gave me a number to contact people. So I was speaking to a Japanese girl, and very frustrated and excited, and they tried to get in touch with the people, but it was too late because all the food was cold now. So they said throw it away, and I explained again. Look, the information is disappearing. So what I did, I said, talk to them. I says, "There's an app problem. Are you getting problems with this?" The girl said yes. And so what I decided to do was switch to my small phone, my iPhone, advertising there, any cash in that. And so I picked up the next job. And was it that one that was okay? yeah, it was okay, that next job. Then I picked up another job from Hoka Hoka Bento and set off again. This time I got close, but I knew the place, and so I went to the place. But what I didn't have, because it had switched off again and said, now you're looking for new jobs, so I had to phone up again and ask them to give me the lady's number, because I knew this place and I was guessing it was the same customer. And after about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, it was the same lady, and I managed to deliver it. Now I'm getting really frustrated with this app because you have to say you've delivered a job, you have to swipe across. So I cannot pick out the phone from my pocket and rub it off by touching something. So you have to swipe. So I'm getting really frustrated now and wondering what to do. And so then I start to screenshot or take a photograph of the jobs. So I go back into town, McDonald's, I pick up some food and a pack of cards. And the job is not far away. I cycle to it, it's great, I see the big building, I get inside, and I call the guy on the phone, on the intercom. He opens the door. So I open the door, go into the elevator, press the elevator, nothing happens. Fifth floor. So I go out of the elevator, come back in, try it again, nothing happens. So I then go back to the intercom. I said, look, there's the elevator's not working. Oh, he says, go to the elevator in the back. I said, eh? Go to the elevator in the back. Oku, which is also like a sexual term. And so I'm walking away and he says, no, so it's inside. So inside there are two big elevators, and further down the hallway there are two more. This is not information that he unleashed to me before. So I look, there's two elevators, which one? So I go in the first one, and that's okay. I go to the fifth floor, and I look, but I don't know what, because sometimes there's like a square on these apartment rooms. But you would think only one person has done it, and that's when I was having difficulty finding it. He was at the door saying, hey, I'm here. But they don't. So you have to then go looking around all the apartment, because you could be right or left to find, or all the way around to get to the apartment. So this is a pain, because it takes time. So I find the room, and I open the bag, and there's no food in it. So I think, have I left it in the bicycle compartment? So I'm getting really frustrated now. So I go back downstairs, look in the bike, no food. So now I'm getting really paranoid now. When I'm waiting at traffic lights, has someone come along, because it's easy to do, and taken the food from my back, from the big box on my back. This is how paranoid I'm getting. Then a call comes in, and they tell him, so now I'm realising that maybe I left it back at McDonald's. And a phone call comes in, and it is the lady from support saying, you didn't even pick the food up and put it in your bag. So I had to go back to McDonald's, pick up the food and the playing cards. They've got some playing cards, and take it back to the apartment. So I go back to the apartment, and I say, yeah, I'm here. He says, shall I come down and get it? I says, no, it's okay. He didn't come down and get it before. So I go up, and I take it to the guy. Oh, and I'm forgetting one thing. There was another job where it was my fault. I didn't pack the drink properly, and so I had to take it back. So I had to, when I got to the apartment, it was leaking, and it was this puff in this short. Well, he wasn't necessarily a puff, but he looked like a puff because he's got like a half dressing gown on, and in my book that's a puff. And the drink had started to leak then, and it was wet, and it dropped on the floor, and he's going, wipe it up. And I because I haven't got a cloth, and so I ended up using a white glove I got. And so, did it get worse? No, it didn't. It actually finished. Oh, it did get worse. On the last job, I was looking. I couldn't find this place. There was these shops are all over the place. It was a new one I didn't know about. My friend told me later where it was. It was inside on the second floor of a big complex. And when I was trying to find it, the guys next to the building didn't know where it was, and they cancelled. They cancelled the trip. They cancelled the order, so I didn't get any money for that. And that's when I decided to slit my throat or go for a beer. So I went for a beer. So I closed off. I went to the hub. I went inside, and and then I realised that I'd left my wallet downstairs in my bike. So I went back, got it into the bar, ordered a well-deserved cider. The girl says, "Here's a cracker to celebrate the new year." And I says, "I don't fucking want one." And then as I was getting my beer, this girl came up to me. She was a French girl, and as I can speak a bit of French, I spoke a bit of French, but she wasn't impressed at all. But what she was impressed with, that I looked like Papa Noel. And she was from, I guess she said French and Germany, so I guess she was on the border. She was an Alsatian, and she wasn't much of a dog, but she was actually quite attractive. And she took a photograph with a guy. There was a black guy. I don't know if, because there were two girls, so I don't know if this was a boyfriend. And then she started to kiss me, and so I was a bit surprised, well, pleasantly surprised. And then she came back in again and kissed me again. Well, as you can guess, I was very shocked and pleased at the same time. And that's it. That's not how the night ended, but that's how this story's ended. So if you stuck with that, thank you very much. All the best for a new year, and buy a lotto ticket. See if you can have more luck than me. Bye-bye. Arrghgarry sama.